Yes, you are. This is real and live, everybody. Dan coming at you. Hey, it's exciting today, folks. I'm being considered for iHeartRadio. Yeah, exciting and not too plausible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, might as well get started. Few rules from the iHeartRadio people. No music. You might actually be stealing songs, Dan, so no music. So they have kind of a strict rule about that. I mean, yeah, I can understand that because they have their lawyers and, people have to be compensated. But, I have a $500 gold card with iTunes, so I'm not going to be liable for that. But, it is what it is. Anyway, let's get started. Bryan Singer has spoken out in response to a man's lawsuit, a man being an actor, alleging that the filmmaker sexually assaulted him when he was 17. Not Bryan Singer, the actor. The allegations against me are outrageous, vicious, and completely false, said the director Thursday in a statement to the press. Seems like I remember Rupert Sanders saying the same thing about Kristen Stewart when he molested her after Snow White, allegedly, and by consent. According to Singer, I don't want any fictitious claims to divert any attention from X-Men Days of Future Past. The fantastic film is a labor of love and one of the greatest experiences of my career. So, out of respect to all the extraordinary contributions from the incredibly talented actors and crew involved, I've decided not to participate in the upcoming media events for the film. However, I promise when the situation is over, the facts will show this to be a sick and twisted shakedown. Oh. Anyway, X-Men Days of Future includes Jennifer Lawrence, Nicholas Hoult, and Michael Fassbender, and it's due out May 23rd. Exciting. Awesome, you're on the Dan Cordova Showgram. I am Dan Cordova. Thank you for joining me. It means so much, the fact that you took the time to tune in. Yeah, I'm so damn excited. You can't imagine. But as we continue on the totem pole of excitement, let's see what else we have here. Oh. Former SNL actor is a new dad. Jason Sudeikis of that Miller Family film, the one that we can't stop laughing about. He's got a hiccup there. Is saying hello to a new son whose name is Otis. And Ben, if you'll join me on this. Thank you. I feel naked without the band. Anyway, Jason Sudeikis is one proud papa. One day after he and fiancée Olivia Wilde, you may want to tighten that up. I mean, so the kid isn't a bastard. Just my suggestion. After they announced the birth of their new baby boy, Otis Alexander. Otis because he was conceived on an elevator. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just kidding. The 38-year-old actor stepped up on the set of his new film, Tumbledown, looking happier than ever. Sudeikis was all smiles while working on Thursday morning, this morning in Boston, dressed in sneakers, black pants, and a black sweater with hip glasses and a camera around his neck, old Brownie. The camera, not the black kid in the movie. The scruffy star was clearly beaming after welcoming his new son. Everyone patted him on the back. They were happy. Jason, good going. Don't screw this one up, okay? Please. Cool. Ooh, sexy. Dan on the Dan Cordova Showgram. I am Dan Cordova. Thank you for joining me. It means so much when you jump in and tune in. The format will go back to its original state. As I was saying earlier, the iHeartRadio people prefer not to have unsolicited music on the podcast. So we will make do however we make do. Continuing on, Sofia Vergara in a topless photo shoot as we see the sexy star flaunt her backside and boobs in modeling pictures from a while back before she got the TV gig. I'm looking at a picture of her holding like a beret over her breasts. It kind of looks like trying to cover a French loaf in a good way. And of course, she has no bottom on. No, I'm taking it back. She has a string on. I've used more to fly a kite. But before Sofia Vergara made it big as an actress on Modern Family, you know, she's the Colombian beauty who's married to Al Bundy. Oh, no, Sofia. Yeah, I got a headache. We got our hands on some of Vergara's muy caliente modeling pics from back when she was a 26-year-old budding star. In the photos that were taken in 1998 on an island near Miami for a swimsuit calendar, a very blonde, and we can confirm that, Vergara goes topless to show off her killer curves, cleavage, and bum. In one sexy shot, Vergara wears only a thong bikini bottom. She smiles and holds a cowboy hat to her chest to cover her breasts and nipples, but not very well. Sofia Vergara, oh, what a woman. Dan on the Dan Cordova Showgram. I am Dan Cordova. Thank you for joining me on this very, very special day. It's Wrigley Field's 100th anniversary. That's right. Cubs Park is 100 years old. So, of course, everyone was celebrating by looting and getting drunk on the streets. But that's all part of the Wrigley experience. Dan, everything on the Dan Cordova Showgram. iHeartRadio, of course. The third Hobbit movie gets a new title. Director Peter Jackson renames it The Battle of the Five Armies. Wow. But what's in the name? Or more specifically, a title? Well, for Peter Jackson, a lot. The director took to Facebook on Thursday to announce that he has decided to change the title of the final installment of the Hobbit trilogy from There and Back Again to The Battle of the Five Armies. According to Jackson, our journey to make the Hobbit trilogy has been in some ways like a Bilbo's own, with hidden paths revealing their secrets to us as we've gone along. Back Again felt right for the name. If it feels right to Peter Jackson, that's cool. Destination's Swangs was a success. This should be also. Can't wait to see it. Dan on the Dan Cordova Showgram. I am Dan Cordova.
Che cosa guardi, eh? Che cosa guardi? Mi stai spogliando con gli occhi? Poverino. Non puoi farne a meno.
Excuse me?
Il cuore. C'è la testa.
Dan on the Cordova Showgram with a hot French girl. I don't know what she's saying, but man, it sounds hot. Yeah, that sounds like a smoking verbal that she's showing there. Always love when women talk, in funny foreign tongues. Anyway, this is the Cordova Showgram, iHeartRadio. Keeping tabs with former Friends star Courtney Cox, who shoots down any chance of a Friends reunion, as she did the other night on Letterman. Courtney Cox doesn't see a Friends reunion happening, especially since she can't even get the whole cast over for dinner. Oh my God. It could be her sucky meatloaf. The 49-year-old Cougar star, yikes, who played Monica Geller on the NBC sitcom, flat out told David Letterman on Monday Night Show that it's not going to happen. She explained, "There are 6 friends, and I've been trying to put a cast dinner together for 10 years, and if it doesn't happen, it's not going to happen. They hate your food. It's got nothing to do with wanting to go back on TV with you. And you need a shot because that Cougar Town is a hot mess." Sorry. Dan on the Cordova Showgram. Dan, back with you again for a few minutes more. In the latest TV news, ABC signs Stephanopoulos to a contract extension for Good Morning America. That's been like a hot button over there. They don't know who's staying or going. So he's on there. Kevin Clash, the voice of Elmo, cleared of all sex abuse charges. Thank God for that. Oh, man. That'd be a little nervous if Elmo was a perv. In other news, Jennifer Garner is producing a scripted supernatural series for Bravo. Didn't know she could read or write. Andrew Garfield, Shirley Theron, and Andy Samberg are to host a SNL special in May. And Chris Christie won't miss David Letterman's fat jokes anymore. And that's it. Dan saying bye. Thank you for joining me. See you real soon.